Sorry, I can't see the game that I'm playing. I wish it would load.
shot, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, sit down, drink, stand up, drink, fade, drink, fade, drink. I think that's all we can.
Before we get blocked.
Oh, you put on there.
Before everything just ends.
Good old bitch.
Oh, yeah. Our main focus in it.
There we go. Now we got him. No focus. No focus. Are we live? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Damn right, we're live. Of course we're live. Fuck it.
Hi
We're gonna
guys.
do it live.
How's it going?
Alright.
My name is Connor. I'm one of your hosts.
Obviously.
It's one of my jobs in this household.
You know, we probably have someone on tonight. Do we have anybody on Twitch tonight? Brian, are you here? We would love to hear from you. Maybe McCleary, you know, it's always a good
I
time.
do love Brian. McCleary was also a cool guy.
Yeah, that's a
McCleary
good
you're a cool guy, McCleary. Brian's always number one in the heart, but McCleary, you're definitely in there too.
We always have a spot in our heart for Brian.
But one thing, so I've realized personally, I haven't discussed it with Jeb, but I guess I am now. It's probably best that we like either discuss the games we're playing when we play the game, when we play a game on Wednesdays, or do what I'm gonna do, and like kind of like I guess I wouldn't say mansplain, but what the fuck? Like kind of sum up a game, like a confusing game's story plot, and no, anybody fucking thing, don't fucking spit it out. Oh, it's nasty, like a fucking rat, not a rat snake.
But play. I mean, tonight we're gonna go through the Rusty Dick Diaries,
There will be penis on the street.
right, Nick? Your penis is gonna be in the stream later, right?
Yeah.
It's confirmed. Trying to see that later. Here I am.
And if you're
You know what I
trying to,
totally forget about? Like every time we put it up, our little portal to hell that just pops up.
well, we don't have.
Oh, look. Look.
You go out of the street and it just pops up. You're like, what is going on over there?
Yeah, like, why do you guys have a sentient blob in your guys' corner?
This is how we live. This is the life we chose.
We did choose it.
Yeah, I did choose
Really be quiet.
Yeah, man, you had to be, man. You will go.
He was being bad.
But what I'm gonna be doing today, and Jeb's gonna be listening to me mostly because it'll be mostly me. Jeb might have some shit to say, but I don't know. I don't know what his knowledge is. But anyway,
You'll be watching me tear up the cord.
yeah, you'll be watching Jeb do shit. You'll be listening to me say shit.
I'm gonna be grinding.
And what I'm going to be saying is I'm going to be trying to explain the entire Kingdom Hearts timeline in a way that makes sense. He doesn't believe I can do it.
I don't think I can.
I believe I can. I
played the game, not as long as Sam, but I played the game a good
I
bit.
think I have the skill.
I don't even have
And I've got a little someone called Sacagawea to help me, so.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Do you like mean like that figuratively or like
Figuratively.
literally? He got
I have Sacagawea
He knows what's
literally
going
on
down.
speed dial. I mean, yeah, she's been dead for a couple hundred years. Yeah, 100 years? Couple hundred years? Or 1,000. I don't know how long the lady's been passed for. But I do know that I got her on speed dial. She's gonna help me explain Kingdom Hearts.
200.
Unchained Key. Kingdom Hearts 1.
Outraged.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts 1, I believe. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Is it 358 over 2 days, or 365 over 8 days, or whatever it is? Kingdom Hearts 35 / numbered words, letters. That one with Roxas, whatever her name is, and Axel. Don't remember her name. Shio. I think it was Shio. Her. And then Kingdom Hearts 2. Wait, fuck. Kingdom Hearts 3DS. I'm just skipping that game. I'm not explaining that game. I watched that on the remix edition, but I'm not explaining that. So Kingdom Hearts 2, and then we'll jump into Kingdom Hearts. Fuck. It's a scratch that. Sorry, I messed up. So it's Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, then Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Sorry. And then
You're laying out the
subsequent
game.
ones.
Chronological order.
Yeah, the chronological order of games. How not how they came out, but what like the time they take place in.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Birth by Sleep came out before
No, I get that.
the
But
release.
it's just whether or not you can always release a prequel anytime you want in history.
That's big.
It doesn't mean it's the latest game. It just means
And honestly, where they were releasing prequels kind of made shit a lot more convoluted because to me
I like them.
well, I mean, no, they're good. They're all good except for 3. I really don't have a lot of love for 3.
You talking about Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts
okay.
3. I don't have a lot of love for Kingdom Hearts 3 at all. If you haven't played it, you can totally play it on PS4. It's a good game, but
You know I own it.
dog shit story.
You know I own it. I got it on when I was on like not so I pre-ordered it on a GameStop.
No, you have it on your Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, you have it on.
Well, yeah, it's on Game Pass. I play it on here sometimes, but I haven't downloaded it.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, and then
I like
Kingdom Hearts 3 after that, because I don't.
You're again. I like the
Every
game,
Kingdom Hearts
not the story.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at with it.
the story. So I like all the stories besides the 3DS one and then 3. The only ones I didn't like. I didn't like 3 because I'm not gonna explore it for you, but for those who have played 3 and know how 3 went, it's just like.
You can spoil it for me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be explaining it. Just the entire switch of that boy Zaya, just was like, I'm not, fucking years and years of like going back in time and switching bodies, and then just like, oh, Sora's like, but you could just stop, you could just stop, and then fucking Terra, Ventus, and fucking Aqua's master, Ericus, fucking he appears out of fucking nowhere, and it's just like. Comes in. And he fucking goes with him. It just turns. It just like, you know what? You're right. It wasn't worth it. I was like, what?
That makes sense.
It was.
Dude, it's
You know what?
Anakin.
It does.
Story of Anakin Skywalker.
It does make sense because it was a motherfucking Disney. It was a Disney Square Enix game.
Again,
Like Disney always does that shit. Like Disney, like the bad guy, like usually turns good in the end. He's just like, oh, you're fucking right. I was wrong. But like, because the shit that he did, you know what? I'll just start and then start playing the game. So, Unchained Key, I didn't play the game on mobile, but I know the general story for it. Unchained Key is during the Keyblade Wars, and the mobile game you play, you make your own little chibi character. And you're basically taking place during the Keyblade Wars. You have all the fucking masters of the Keyblades, and you have that weird little order of like 7 niggas that apparently don't fucking die. And
Is it called that?
it's called
Order
yeah, it's called the Order of the 7 niggas that just don't fucking die apparently. But yeah, you play through that. You go through that with Keyblade Wars. You get a lot of juicy shit from that. I don't have all that information, but that's where you start at. Basically, what you do in Unchained Key is you make a character, you become a Keyblade Master, and then you get thrown into the wars. It pretty much tells the tale of how the Keyblade Wars started. And then you have, after that, because Xehanort was a part of that, basically deadass, almost like maybe like 5-10 years after this shit happened. Cut to Xehanort in a field, which is really where the story starts. Xehanort in a fucking field. We're going Birth by Sleep, BT dubs. That's my Keyblade Oblivion. Disregard the fact that it's bent. I got real mad and bent the fuck out of it.
Nah, it's used. That means he was using it in battle.
I mean, yeah, I said I got mad and bent the hell out of it. So I did it.
I bent it on someone's skull. I figure you need that.
Thank you, son. I do need this for telling stories. But so cut there, Xehanort in a fucking desert, surrounded by Keyblades and shit, and he's got who with him? I knocked out fucking Ventus, which I don't even like remember how Ventus came about, and I don't actually believe it was explained. But Ventus is a wind character, or is a wind attributed character who rocks the same exact look and style of a person named Roxas. And he's sitting there unconscious on the ground. And Xehanort is taking the light and the darkness in Ventus's heart and basically splitting it in two. And by doing so, he is trying to make Ventus just be evil. But instead of doing that, he ends up creating a different entity named Vanitas, who is a motherfucking spinning image of Sora. Don't know how that happened. Never really explained that shit either. He basically he's just Sora with black hair and yellow eyes. Also, shout out to the tattoo. It's a Sora and Ventus tattoo with a skull. You can't see it, but it's anyway.
You can't see it, but it's there.
It is good. I've got a lot of people saying it.
Find it on his OnlyFans. You have to subscribe to it
It's
for $100.
It's just pictures of the tat.
There's just one picture of the
It's just
and it's $100 to subscribe.
and every time you get on, you get to see a picture of the tat. Just that one picture.
Yeah,
Just
maybe an update, but it's like the same.
It's, no, it's gonna be a fresh picture.
It's still good.
It's gonna be a
It's the same
picture.
picture.
It's gonna be the picture when I just got it done.
Every time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's the picture when I just got it done.
it's every week, just a new update. Just yeah, it's still doing good.
Yeah, it's still great. Still
And then
on.
just, boop.
Xander creates Vanitas, and Vanitas is all the darkness in Ventus's heart. And when he does this, it puts Ventus in a catatonic state where he's unconscious, sleeping basically, and his heart's trying to repair itself. Well, Xehanort takes Ventus to Master Ericus at the I'm gonna call it Keyblade Academy. I think that's what it was. A Keyblade Academy, and
Maybe a monastery,
definitely a cat
like classroom setting.
for sure. Also like Keyblade.
Well, yeah, it's what, but like classroom setting because
Yeah.
that's
So he takes the knocked out Ventus to the academy, and Terra's there, Aqua's there, and Ericus, the master, is there. And he talks to Ericus, and he's like, "Oh, I got this fucking little kid who's just sleeping, don't know why." And Ericus is like, "Oh, okay, sure, you don't know why, man. You know, like, I know you be doing that weird shit, right?" He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man, but can you take this kid?" And so he takes the kid, you know, no questions asked, besides that one. That was the end of that questioning. Takes the kid. Kid sends his broken heart to our main man, Sora, on Destiny Island as a child. So Sora, I think, was 5, maybe? I don't know why he's on this island by himself at 5, but he's there. Just Big Sean. And Sora takes in Ventus's heart and begins repairing it. And since Ventus no longer has his whole heart anymore, he wakes up. Because his heart's not broken, it's being repaired, so he wakes up. And he goes through his entire little spiel of waking up, getting to know everybody, becoming a trainee at the academy, becoming friends with Aqua and Terra, and that Master Ericus too. And then, basically a time skip, you get to the mastery exams, and it's Aqua versus Terra, and you play. I'm pretty sure you play as Terra during it, and you win, but Aqua passes and you don't. So Terra gets real mad, and Terra can use darkness because darkness has a hold of his heart. So that's why he can't pass, because he can't control that darkness. So he gets real mad, and then he decides to take off because he's gotten so mad. Before he takes off, he gets visited by Master Xehanort. Master Xehanort trying to like coax him into succumbing to his darkness and trying to control it and harness it. But Terra believes him and decides that he wants to go on a journey or something like master this shit. And he has to fight Master Ericus, who's trying to stop him because if he just even succumb to the darkness and try to control it, then he's not with the light. So natural enemy. Sorry, dude. Don't carry like a son to me. Gotta take you out. But apparently Terra is stronger than Master Ericus for some fuck reason. I think Master Eric was easy on the limb slope he defeated, but it's real bullshit on the details.
Wishy-washy.
Yeah, it's very wishy-washy. So he beats Master Ericus, and he dons his fucking his traveling armor that lets him travel through the spaces in between worlds, and he leaves. He just leaves. He gets on. He turns his keyblade into an actual fucking like space vehicle and leaves. And then Aqua and Vengeance come running out to Master Ericus dying, and then Aqua, but his keyblade is gone for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But that comes back into play later. But so they come back to actually being dying, being dead and shit, and they decide to go chase after Terra, and so they leave, and this is where it takes a big play, because you can in this game you can choose to play as Terra, Aqua, or Vengeance. So you have essentially 3 playthroughs to do in the game, because each one is different. They have their own interactions and shit, and what they do in the game and all that shit. Is he sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
Kill him. No, with a rock. No, with the rock.
Sorry, my guy. Thick skull, man. You want me to finish it?
Yeah.
He's resilient, man.
Bashing his skull. I don't believe in death.
I'm thinking good. Just continues to sleep. My favorite part of the game.
Love no pants.
Is dick out.
He was out, cleats out.
The fly's already here.
Yeah, that's fast. Whatever, green, but. So,
Back on
Aqua
top.
and say it. So back on topic again. Aqua and Vengeance leave, and so if you choose to be Terra, you follow his storyline. He visits different worlds, and he tries to help them out. Tries to control his darkness. But one little aspect of being different characters is that all the characters they don't go to the world together. They split up to search. They split up to search for Terra. And so they each get to the world at different times when things are happening. And I'm pretty sure that Terra is the first one to get to every world. So when you play as Aqua and Ventus, you're either coming to a world that Terra's already been to and he's accidentally caused some bad shit to happen, which you have to fix, or Ventus has already fixed some shit, but then something else has happened, and Terra has came there and messed the thing up, and then you have to fix it or something like that. It's always like you have to come back behind Terra and like fix the problem he had fucking problems. Because he always looks like he's charged to go to darkness and he can't do it, he just won't accept it. So that's basically that storyline. Aqua's a real smart bitch. She's got the well, I mean the names are self-explanatory. Ventus is air, Aqua is water, and Terra is earth.
Yeah. Cheeseburger. Not best. Check it out. Innocent civilians. Dude.
But anyway,
Who talk? Who's ready to die?
they go around and explore the world, and they go like Twilight Town and shit, and actually, Twilight Town. Before it was Traverse Town, it's called Twilight Town. So they're going to Twilight Town and shit, and they meet like a young Axel, they meet like a young Organization 13 characters and shit. And they also meet a young Xehanort, which I think he's still going by Xehanort in Birth by Sleep, but he might be going by Xehanort. But the goal of Xehanort is to create a Keyblade. This one's spelled, I think, CH
Fucking sleeping bag on the ground.
or X. Wait. XEY? It's spelled weird. It's Keyblade. It's basically 2 regular Kingdom keys crossed with an actual fucking sword popping in the middle of it with wings on the side.
while he comes back, our goal is to get to this mountain, and I'm going to stake my claim, and this will be my kingdom. Tucker's getting a good drink on him. They always wasted fruit because I buy fruit every week, thinking I'm going to eat it, and then I waste it because I don't actually eat fruit.
You should let me eat all your food.
I just don't want to give you untethered access to it. Look at that. Shoot a fucking barrel. Get a fucking grenade. It's better than Minecraft. Dude, that's a lot of shit. Build, make, do. We don't need our only an instrument for killing at this point.
Alright, I'm back to. You actually want to explain what you're doing while I take the bowl of yogurt, bro?
You make yourself a bowl of yogurt and yeah. Give these guys that rest.
Yeah,
I just picked up a laser detector.
Wait, a laser detector?
Yeah. I know, don't suck my dick all at once.
Do you just always see lasers now, or do you have to pull it out to detect lasers?
Honestly,
And like, what's the range? You gonna be in the laser's face, or...
there's a bunch of shit. There's a lot of shit going on in this town. I'm not fucking shit. I'm gonna throw my shit this way.
Or you just unplugged it?
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea. Some things only take the smallest of actions. Are you hungry now? Yeah? Get a good munching? Wait till tomorrow, man. Now you're picking. You need food.
I don't know about the first meal, but then last night, that midnight meal?
Dude, I had a weird meal last night. Yeah. I think it was just pizza. Like a microwavable pizza.
Wait, said that was funny the way.
I don't know why it's.
Pizza.
Yo, what the fuck? Look at that.
Pizza.
I'm throwing grenades at
That's
it.
a whole lot of fucking higher balloon. And you're not copying that?
I'm not copying
No,
that.
you live, but you're not copying higher balloon.
I'm seeing if I can blow up whoever did it. I don't even know what the hell happened there.
Fly to a place where the explosion can be appreciated.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to be appreciated like that. There's helicopters. We're gonna go stake our claim,
You're a helicopter.
and then we're gonna go get ourselves a helicopter.
You're a
I'm
helicopter.
gonna wear this.
You're a feliocopter. You're a fellatiocopter, bro.
I'm gonna- Makes sense. Yes. Let's see, I don't need that. Dude, why the fuck do they
Oh.
have this shit here?
I'm about to be in fucking storyteller mode.
I'm about to be
Yeah, let me tell you.
in murdering mode.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
What's that something you want to tell me? Yeah, I forgot. We need to fix that door.
Yeah.
Alright, this is way cooler. Thick ass fucking white hat.
It's got the yogurt, got the fruit. Whoever watches this now, or whoever watches this in the future, you have my permission to do
Oh yeah.
that.
A nice fruit yogurt. I got more fruit coming tomorrow. I don't want to give you untethered access, but you see it.
Want me to be like 1 every 2 days?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Not like 1 of each either, just like 1.
Yeah. That is because I was actually just thinking of that in my head. So thank you for clarifying that. We're back where we were. Fuck.
Hey, someone else sleeping. Go.
You're right.
I don't know about you, please, but I drink mandarin juice.
I think it was a dud.
Anytime good?
Okay. Dude, that fucking bean can, man. We didn't kill him.
Sound over here.
Hope you heard that.
I hate it.
So everyone knows sweet and sour is the way to go.
What's your alignment? I thought you were gonna say sweet and sour, then devour. I've been watching a lot of living.
I can't rhyme, dog.
So,
I can, but I don't want to rhyme all the time.
I'll try to get this all mixed.
I like the accidental.
Accident around is nice. Like that. What's it all about now?
Look at me. You could come up in this. Oh, yeah, dude, so fun.
Right, go. Also, it's called the Mark of Mastery.
Me? I know. The mark of the master.
That's that, though.
Dude, thanks, man. Compliments my cock very well.
I fucking deserve betrayed you. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, there you are. Xenon. Makes a key, try to make a keyblade. Like I said, it is 2 kingdom keys crossed with a blade going in the middle and like a weird little like lean thing on the sides. He wants to make that in order to open up something called Kingdom Hearts, which from my understanding is the gateway to
My love.
all hearts and where all hearts return to. And it's literally, it is just a gigantic moon heart in the sky. And I wonder if Kingdom Hearts is summoned from a different dimension. Because it never says. But it gets summoned a lot, like 3 times in the entire series, which is kind of a lot for it to be like the end-all be-all place. But, whatever. Oh,
That makes it super slow.
in order to make this Keyblade, he has to join together light and darkness. He has to join together complete light and complete darkness, which is, quote, 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 hint, 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 Vanitas, who was all of the darkness in Ventus's heart. That wall has seen better days.
Right?
And then Ventus, who is just all light, because his all his darkness is gone now. So, as I was saying previously, him and Aqua are going around fixing up worlds that Terra has accidentally fucked up, getting stronger, learning about themselves. Terra's learning more about himself and shit. They're learning about who Xehanort is, what they've been doing, what he's trying to accomplish. The fact that he's been going back in time and shit. And
See that? It's a deep.
when they finally all like recently did this, I guess, like, into their journey, which always is that, either the Keyblade Graveyard or the I think it's just called the Wasteland.
It was just a kill.
Yeah, but we killed just to kill. There's no reason for us. I like that mod.
Well, I created it myself.
Oh, leave, bro.
Right, just hack his fucking leg off.
Oh, damn. His leg's still. Oh, his leg's still there now.
Maybe a leg. No questions.
Fucking gecko.
Not safe to be just standing here like this, but
What a sword. Again.
made it in my mom's garage.
Oh, yeah, man. Didn't know you were a Class A welder.
Yeah,
At a rank 5 blacksmith.
I have a go. Perfect cock garnish.
Well done. So, Keyblade Graveyard, Full Wasteland. They're at the final battle. And it starts to get really real. Because Aqua has been going through and increasing the fuck out of her magic through her battles and stuff. Ventus has been coming to terms with what the fuck happened to him and regaining his powers and getting strong as fuck. Because he's just got main character vibes. And then Terra has been going through and you would say conquering his darkness, but it ends up coming back to bite him in the end. So, and like by conquering, I mean like making it stronger. So, they meet at the final battle. Terra's still a good guy. And Xehanort's there, and he's with Vanitas, and just amazing. Hey, did you actually want to pause it real quick? Because there's actually a cutscene you can play where you can't pause this. You can't pause this. Can you pause this?
No, this is. I'm playing. There's people all over this.
I'm saying that yeah, you can't pause it. So there's a cutscene of the battle I'm talking about. There's an actual like video of the battle I'm talking
Would you like to show it?
about. I would like to show.
That's too damn bad.
No! Oh, dude, what a mask.
Thank you.
Bro, I like how all this stuff is just all dick garnish. As long as the dick is out, it's all dick garnish. As soon as the dick goes away, it's no longer dick garnish.
I could get rid of it. I don't need that. I don't need that. Ah!
Saddlebag?
I don't want it. I wanted that. Just in case I needed to dab myself with health.
There it is. Happy Terra die.
Alright. Well, Connor,
Uh-huh.
gives me a perfect opportunity, I guess. Glad, but that's okay. That's okay. Side detour. Dun, dun, dun,
Side
dun, 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 dun,
detour.
dun, 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 dun,
Can't do it
dun, dun, dun,
if you're poor, but I said
dun, dun.
side detour. Gonna go down. Everybody, hit the floor. Now let's dance. We're in France. Now let's dance.
It's about my smoke.
It is all the smoking. Sacre.
Maybe.
Sacre.
This way.
Major toss. Hey, Bombermans, what you be doing?
Eyeballing your food after you ate all of
Yeah,
it.
he knows he doesn't want this food. But he doesn't know he doesn't want this food, but
He doesn't know yet.
you don't. I don't know what you would do with yogurt, oats,
Yeah.
honey oats,
How do you deal with living things
with pecans.
in your body?
In my body, I usually put it with.
Well, no, you actually don't. You eat them.
You mean this yogurt?
Yeah.
This Greek yogurt?
Why don't eat yogurt? It's living. I'll never put a living thing that's still alive in my body.
See a lot of sex, love, and robots I see.
I did, but I've always never liked yogurt because I knew it was probiotic. makes me shit because I have an awful digestive tract most of the time. So whenever a probiotic touches me, it's like bleh. But no, not bleh, like bleh of my ass.
Yeah, that's what you want, bro. What the ass want? The ass, well, that's what it's saying.
Oh, dude, I love getting hot and spicy McChicken, not just McChicken. Because you can tell it's a little bit redder. It's like, oh, hell yeah. Looking up a video for Connor.
There is a hot and spicy chicken sandwich now.
McGee.
Horsecock McGee, so it's called Birth by Sleep. Final battle. You're not typing. No, you are typing. No, this shit should pop it up. I'm also gonna watch that Let's Get It Out.
Well, how it doesn't react. Is that it?
Nope. Keep going, keep going. So it's that one right there.
This one?
Yeah, but it's not 5. Is it 5 minutes? No, yeah, maybe it might just be 5 minutes long. Yeah. Hello, world. We're your wild girls.
Oh.
She's still there.
Daddy, I haven't taken it out. Cheers. Oh yeah, I forgot to change that. We're not talking about Horse Dick McGee right anymore.
We're not.
That's okay, I'll fix it.
But in loving memory of Horse Dick McGee. So, we got 5 minutes. Now you're eating. Let's see.
I need to put that.
You might want to make this smaller or remove this from view for the video. Depending on how it lays out. There's a lot of shit happens in like all kinds of footage shit.
Anonymous, what are you
What are you doing there, Anonymous?
Nosferatu. I think this is it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm gonna play my game now. What hell that's the last video?
Instantly just starts.
Boom. Just keep it full screen in the background. Watch it.
I don't know why it's called a secret ending. It's really not a secret. I mean, actually, I think this one actually is a secret. That's terrible. That's awful. That's the thing, badass. The voice thing is always that's Darkness means yellow eyes. You know, oranges.
Boy, always ready to come in there.
Motherfucking
and
dark
ass.
secret. I keep really boost the fuck out of magic.
Nice.
So that battle happens, and then after that, Mickey comes in to help. Ventus gets unfrozen, and then he gets gets into his head with Vanitas. He does like this little battle with Vanitas on his own head, and while he's doing that battle, Vanitas is controlling his body. So Aqua ends up having to fight Ventus as Vanitas. So it's just Vanitas inside his body. So he's got yellow hair, but the blonde hair with yellow eyes. And she ends up beating him. Ventus ends up beating him on the inside. So he gets him out of him, and he breaks the. No, that's not you. I saw.
No, it was me.
I saw paint
Thankfully, you.
from my grinder inside.
That would make me very angry.
That's not even just paint. That's a metal piece. Fucking where?
Why does this keep going down?
What?
The rails.
The hour. But down here. Down forward. Alright. But so and then Hera is at the top fighting Xehanort. So after the videos get his ass whooped, and Terra's been fighting Xehanort, Terra actually beats Xehanort. Oh, there was a chance. Shouldn't you be watching the only area where you can get off at?
No, there's a bunch of different areas.
Can you get off at?
Yeah. Oh my god.
You wouldn't always go the same stairs. Dude, you're just right now. Bro, what the fuck is this place? What would be in here? Any enemies? Are like natural enemies?
Town dwellers.
Those aren't players. Call us elevator. I'll believe it. Right back up.
I'm here.
That place is huge. Those tunnels are fucking huge, dude. They go out into the fucking water.
Yeah.
Or subway tunnels.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's why we're not going here yet.
So, there is fighting Xehanort, and he uses his darkness to beat up Xehanort and shit. But as I was saying, you know how I said Terra had strengthened his darkness power? Well, Xehanort, being the man he is, the way that he survives for so long and like goes back in time and shit is when he goes back in time, he takes control of a body of his in a previous time, And to stay alive in a current time, to revert to not lose his age, if he doesn't want to go back in time, he he takes over the body of a person who's strong in darkness. So Terra thinks he defeats Xehanort, but Xehanort actually takes over Terra's body and like pushes Terra's soul out of his body, basically. And that's kind of what happens. And then Xehanort, or Terranort now, because it's Xehanort inside Terra now, so his hair has turned white and his eyes are yellow. Terranort now has to fight Terra again, or you as Terra have to fight Terranort again, or Xehanort again as Terranort, but you're suit of armor. So when Xehanort took over Terra's body, Terra shot his soul into his armor, and so his armor would house his soul and was fighting Terranort. Ends up winning and knocking Terranort out, and then after he knocks Terranort out, the armor can't do anything else because he can't take his body back over, so he just kind of like puts his blade to the ground and like kneels down and just sits there. Aqua shows up and Aqua, who is with Ventus, who is now unconscious because Ventus beat the darkness in his heart, which was Vanitas, and it broke his heart completely, shattering the Keyblade, so now he's in like a super deep sleep. You hear that? Yeah. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Look at that, subjects.
So, Aqua, or fucking Terranort disappears off somewhere, and Aqua takes freaking Ventus back to the world, the Keyblade Academy. I can't remember the name of the world. And like puts him there, and then uses Master Ericus's Keyblade to seal the world with Ventus in there. So no one can get there unless they know how, and even then it's all sealed up. So it's like it looks really weird. It ends up falling to darkness too, actually. And then she sets off to find Terra. Well, she finds Terra, but it's not Terra, it's Terranort. So she fights Terranort and kind of wins, kind of loses. Her and Terranort start falling into darkness because of their battle. And to save Terra's body, and basically Xehanort too, she throws him out of the darkness and like falls into the darkness herself. And you can like go back and do like some secret extra fights and shit, but I think it ended with them like giving the wheel of the Keyblade to the Sora, Riku, and Kairi. But yeah, that is why that one is one of the saddest endings in Kingdom Hearts, because Terra loses his body to Xehanort. Xehanort gets to keep his body. At least until you know what happens. Fucking Aqua falls into the darkness and gets left there for years, dude. Because I don't think Kingdom Hearts. She didn't get help. She doesn't get brought out of the darkness until Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts 2 takes place when Sora is 14, and it takes place 6 years after Kingdom Hearts 1. So Aqua was down there in the darkness for like 13 years. It actually ended up taking her body over. and making her evil as well. But that's the story that we're gonna get to. And then Ventus, because he finally beat Vanitas, like was able to get the darkness, overcome his darkness. His heart wasn't complete though, so he's just unconscious in a world that's sealed up that no one can get to. So yeah. Then we get to yeah, that's high. And then we get to Kingdom Hearts 1. And in Kingdom Hearts 1 starts off with main man Sora Nora. And he is on Destiny Island, just big chillin', you know, mackin' tackin'. Yeah, crack-a-lackin'. And you're there with like fucking is it Waku, I think his name was? Characters from Final Fantasy. They're the main characters from Final Fantasy. Yeah, main characters from Final Fantasy 12, I think it was. Or no? It's Final Fantasy 11.
Chill here. I have to put pants on, I guess. Wait, I'm not cold.
But those niggas there is like kids. And so is Riku and Kairi. And you know, you're doing kid shit. You're fucking like building a raft. If you lose to Riku on a race, he gets to name it. Fuck Riku, he ain't winning shit. So you know, we win. We make the raft we want to be called, what it wants to be called. And then we plan to sell out and leave the island, even though they're not from the island at all. And yeah, they're not from the island because like in Kingdom Hearts 2, it literally like in the like one of the opening scenes, it literally shows Kairi on the coast of a city looking at Destiny Island. So Destiny Island's not like alone. There's a city out from it. So they're not like they have parents and shit. But let's see what we say. Some weird shit happens before you guys can leave Destiny Island. This weird, mysterious, fat-ass looking hooded figure shows up and lures Sora into a room that I don't know if it was already there, but it lured into a room that led to a door that Sora couldn't open, but he'd been in the room before because him and Kairi had scratched their pictures with them giving each other the star fruit. No effort. The effort.
Thank you.
And the figure, like, kind of showed Sora some weird shit, and then plunged the fucking world into darkness. And like right before all that shit like goes down, that's when Sora gets his that's when Sora does his, like go through the thing where you get to choose if you want to be like magic, defense, or attack. And then when the thing appears, you get the Keyblade. The Keyblade kind of appears in your hand, I think.
Whichever one.
And fucking, so you fight this gigantic ass Heartless. Who I don't know what his name is, but he's the very first one you ever fight. He's fucking beat his ass. Then you find yourself in Traverse Town, which is Twilight Town before he gets his name back. And I think you fall onto Donald and Goofy.
Lit.
And yeah, you guys just decide like, you know what? You're cool, I'm cool,
We're all cool.
He's cool. We're all cool. Let's go find Pluto and hang out for the rest of our lives. So you do.
Having a great time.
Destiny Island's been plunged in darkness. You don't know where Riku is because he succumbed to the darkness as well. And helped him do one mass figure plunge Destiny Island in darkness, which I forgot to say that when he did do that. And he did it. All because he had darkness in his heart. Because he wanted to leave Destiny Island. And jealousy got him and shit. It was stupid. So, you try to find Riku and Kairi. And you go planet to planet, helping niggas out. Just like they fucking did in Birth by Sleep. Getting stronger. You meet Cloud. Fight Cloud was a bitch. Then you meet fucking, if you go back later on in the following game, you can fight Sephiroth. He's even more of a fucking bitch. You also can, in the final mix, you get to fight, I think it's fucking, Xemnas. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Xemnas that you fight, as the hooded figure.
I'll take a hit whenever you're done.
Okay. I'm like, this is still a good bit, buddy.
Yeah, and I look at it. And I was like, wait a minute.
The hell, just smoking pretty. But you go around helping it out, and then, okay, long story short, you get strong. You get some cool ass moves and cool ass powers. You meet a bunch of Disney characters and a bunch of Final Fantasy ass characters, and then you end up
Meet Lizzie McGuire. Dying.
oh,
Yeah.
I hit my knee.
Oh, ow.
Oh, god damn. Alright. Oh. You have to team with Mickey Mouse a couple of times. And you are having to fight. Wait. One sec.
Gather your thoughts.
It's movie stack. Okay.
Ooh. I'm good with that, though.
Okay.
You good with
Yeah,
that? Oh.
yeah, I see. It's down.
It told us it was done with us. I think get that.
Taylor, there's Taylor. And Ericus. Ansem, that's his name. Ansem is also Xehanort. So, Ansem is the guy in the hood thing that kept Riku and Kabuki's sword as well. He is who summoned the fucking big black thing. Now, he is also the main antagonist of Kingdom Hearts 1. So, he is leading Riku down the path of darkness. Riku's following him. You're going through all these worlds trying to find Riku. Fight all these big ass, gigantic, evil ass, heartless and shit. And then, when you finally get to, Twilight Town, because it gets changed into Twilight Town in number 1. When you finally get there, after it's been changed, You end up finding Kairi and Riku. But Riku's doing some dog shit, man. He's doing some dirty dog shit.
Damn.
So is Dancing. And you end up having to fight both of them. First you fight Riku, beat his ass on God. And then he kind of turns to the good side, basically. Kind of realizes he's been fucking up and turns to the good side. And then you try to save Kairi, but the problem with Kairi is that her heart's been taken out of her body. Her heart's been stolen from her. So in order to give her her heart, or get her to come back, God, this chair squeaks so much.
Right.
In order to give her her shit back, Sora puts his Keyblade to his heart, because the Keyblade has the ability to open up the hearts of worlds and the hearts of people that their hearts have been locked. He uses his Keyblade to take out his heart, unlock it, take it out, and give it to fucking Kairi. And in doing so, she wakes up, but when he takes his own heart out, Sora turns into a fucking Heartless. And for those of you who didn't know, that is the reason why in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, subsequently, Sora can't go into that Heartless state. Because he turned into a Heartless and then was brought back. But he didn't get his heart back. His heart is inside Kairi. He just had Ventus's heart inside of him. And that's why he was able to come back. And then he eventually gets his heart back. Actually, no, he doesn't. Yeah, Kairi keeps his heart. He actually gives Ventus's heart back, and the sword just doesn't have a heart. Yeah. Oh, clean, bro. Nut, bro.
Huh?
So no penis iron nothing, bro. Man, look at snazzy. Oh yeah, they're gonna full plate armor, full plate man.
Dude, fucking AKs.
AK.
Ks. I got 3.
3 AK.
3 rifles. 3 of these bitches.
3 motherfucking M4.
1 fucking of this bitch.
What's this? ACR?
Intervention, maybe? L96? L96. I think it'd be good.
L11, L119.
L96.
Anyway,
Here.
so Sora turns into a Heartless, and then Kairi finds his Heartless self, hugs it, and brings him back, essentially. And from there, you, Riku, and Mickey go on to fight Big Boy Anthem. Win, kick his ass, but Anthem opened the door to darkness, making it has to be sealed from both sides. So Riku and Mickey go on the other side to help seal it, and Sora goes on the not dark side and sealed it, and Riku and Mickey get trapped in the dark world, which is also where motherfucking Aqua is. Now, that is not the end.
What you doing?
Nothing, I'm thinking. Because Kairi, I'm gonna say she fucked Kairi. Or Sora ended up falling somewhere or getting lost somewhere. Or something happened to him, Donald and Goofy, because they ended up on a path. And we're like literally Kingdom Hearts 1 literally just just jumps into Chain of Memories. They're on a path and walking it, and then all of a sudden they come upon a castle, and inside that castle is where they first meet the Organization 13 members, which is wild because in Kingdom Hearts 1 there's no mention of the Organization 13 members at all, and Chain of Memories wasn't on console until the Final Mix games. So
That's from One Piece.
like the
Organization.
maybe possible.
I have to look at dates.
I mean, no, One Piece was definitely a yeah. I don't know if they got that from them, but I mean, if there's shit organization and it's got 13, then it fucking might be a steal.
I don't know if it's the same word. I don't know if it's still like that. It's not the same thing. I meant the type. Like envy and like an organization. Like behind something so silly. Like you have pirates, but then it's like, yeah, we got this organization.
Oh,
Like that's super fucking civilized. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like it's like built up of pirates. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's like this. It's like it's an organization, but then it's like built up with like fucking Disney characters everywhere. It's like, yeah, Organization 13. It's like that's fucking ominous. Like fucking, I ran into Mickey Mouse back there, man. What the fuck?
It's great. It's honestly really fucking great. When you think about it, Organization 13 is literally going around and like killing people.
Yeah, it's fucking hardcore.
Like when you think about it, because like when those people's hearts like get taken out, they don't like
You die.
they don't go back.
You're fucking dead.
They don't go back to like the people's hearts and fucking like the people's heartless body and like turn them back into a not heartless. Like those people stay heartless. They stay dead. Their heart just goes to Kingdom Hearts instead of being trapped by the organization.
Do you think that would be dead, or do you think that would be like a state worse than dead?
Actually, don't scratch that. They kill them and then put their hearts into Heartless. That's what makes them Heartless.
Yeah, so they're definitely dead.
And then when you kill them,
They
their
just don't
hearts
have a literal heart.
yeah,
So they're just dead.
and yeah, they don't come back like that. And then they're also going around making nobodies too. Because if you forcefully take your own heart out, then you create a nobody when you do it. Which, when Sora took his heart out of his body, it created the nobody Roxas, which looks who looks just like Ventus.
No.
Because Sora has Ventus's heart in his body, and when Sora took his own heart out, oh wait, yes. He copied Ventus's heart and made the nobody off of Ventus's heart.
Why am I not using this?
But anyway, they go to fucking Chain of Memories, and then they go to this castle, and then there's the fucking organization, and they slowly start to have their memories altered and lose their memories and shit, thanks to the bitch that is Kyrie's nobody named Naminé, who can fuck with their memories with the use of a book she got. She fucks with Sora's memories because she's a silly girl doing annoying shit.
Silly shit.
Yeah. And as they get further into the tower, or the castle tower thing, they're losing more and more of the memories, and the memories are getting more and more altered. And I haven't talked about the gameplay at all, but I hated Chain of Memories gameplay. I hated it on the DS. I hated it on PS3. And I hated it on PS4. I Hey, Chain of Memories. Combat style. I don't know what I said first time, but that's the idea. I hate it. You wanna know what it is?
Specifically.
You wanna know what it is? It's fucking cards.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
You use cards.
That would piss me off.
No, not like how you think.
No, I know. No, I don't. Tell me.
Like, so you build.
You gave me this look.
So
I was like,
it's like Kingdom Hearts 1. You play Kingdom Hearts 1, right? It's just like Kingdom Hearts period. Just like this.
Yeah.
You go run around and you fight.
yeah.
But you're building a deck of cards, and the cards are your attacks. So you have like a deck of like 30 cards, and like one card is like a regular attack. So you push X, it uses that card, and sword does an attack. And then you keep pressing it and keep using attack cards. Sword keeps an attack. But you're doing like if you have 2 attack cards, most of the magic card shows up. You do attack, and you push X again, and it does magic instead. You can just like switch between the cards that you're using at the time, so you can string attacks and shit. But it's kind of fucked because if you don't know what you're doing, you can run out of cards. And also, you can only use what cards you got.
Yeah.
You can't even use all of them. Like, you have
how
a-
you
you have a
do
s-
it all,
No, you don't draw them. You set up your deck like to be your deck, and that's your deck in battle.
right? Okay.
But that's like that deck is all you have. You can't there's no like really
Yeah,
special.
but when
shit
you're
or anything.
attacking, it's random attacks basically.
Well, no, because you see the deck like at the bottom right hand of your screen, and you can like use like R1 and L1 to switch between which cards you're getting. Like,
Oh,
using
okay.
the deck. But those
So you can basically
cards
just flip
all
to
you
your
have.
deck and like ah.
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah, and then, like but you also have to move them around because you're still playing the game. You have to move around and jump and dodge and shit still. Like, you also have to you're still like playing Kingdom Hearts, but you have to attack through these cards. You're still mash next to attack and press next to attack, but you have to also be like aware that your attacks are cards that are on the right hand of the screen that are like going away as you use an attack. Like when he swings his fucking keyblade, the card is flipping off the fucking screen. And you have to recharge your cards. And you only have a certain number of recharges before you fucking can't do anything anymore.
Damn.
And I don't remember being able to reset that. So if you didn't have your cards right, you went to a bar battle and you got fucked, you were just fucking fucked, dude. Like I remember the blonde haired bitch fucked my ass up so many goddamn times before I finally beat her. And don't even get me freaking started on Marluxia, dude. Like Marluxia, this pink haired nigga that had a sight that just like went on. Yeah, with the sight.
Yeah.
Like did a lot of like fast movements and a lot of fast sight movements, so we just swirling the sight around all fucking really and extending it and shit and beating your ass. And you're just just trying to fucking fight them with cards. The only upside to the game was the fact that your enemies also fought with cards. And so, like, if your card was higher than their card, you could attack them, and their attack would just be canceled out. That is a plane going.
That's coming to me.
That is a plane going down.
Yeah, at me.
That is gonna hit you.
That's at me.
That's gonna hit. See if you can jump on
I'm gonna get that.
it. Go now. Just go now. You know what it's gonna be.
No. I have 2% health, so yeah, I almost died.
Almost.
I need to slap in that.
Anyway, in Birth by Sleep, you can be Sora and Riku, and being.
See now, but
What do you?
not done that yet.
Or not?
Okay.
You should go. I think it's your base. The base is right there. So.
I just gotta run. It's not dark.
He's still a dorky. Very nice to see. But Riku beat Riku in the game is a whole lot better. His cards are better, his attacks are better, he has the darkness power that he uses. Riku actually can use the darkness without succumbing to it, which is dope.
Everybody hear everything. And you keep talking.
No, and essentially, there's a fake Riku in the place as well, and I think Riku himself is also having his memories altered by Nominator. And there's a fake Riku, and you are. Crash landing. Where to find what a dumbass be? Anyway, back to the story. They go to this tower, have a memories altered, and then at the end of it, Riku gets his memories restored to him. Who's this guy? What did he get hit by the he get hit by the fucking face? There's no opening that one. How do you keep it open? Run away.
Elevator.
Uh-huh.
Rocket launcher with a rocket. 2 gifts that'll give us a bunch of cool shit and a bunch of miscellaneous shit that's fucking dope as hell. And 2 guns down here, a sled, and a pistol. And a supply signal, which will give us another one of those crates that just gave me all this. 4 more of those too.
Oh, dope.
And we're at 1% health.
Yeah, and you're getting cold. I don't know how you're cold though.
And
How are you cold?
oh, for this fucking metal fucking thing on my chest. Oh, I'm good.
So are those guys actual players or
No, they're the captains of that ship.
what happens if you help them out?
You get points, little experience points. And you're pretty cool sod.
Okay. Well, fuck those guys.
Yeah, no, I was gonna murder him usually. Sometimes I pick him up being called pretty cool sod,
Right. Oh. So so squeaky. Just so squeaky. So.
Why I don't grab my other one?
Oh, what?
The one with the necklaces?
It's in the room.
Yeah, I didn't
That won't go away. That's too much work. I was doing leaning forward and stretching on it.
time.
Yeah. Maybe 40 on this dude. So, they go up the tower, lose the memory, so Riku gets his back, and they end up going with the Organization 13 niggas to, like, quote unquote, train. But not only like with them, he just goes to their world. And he trains there with Mickey Meals. And when Sora gets to the top of the tower, he ends up getting put to sleep by Naminé so he can have his memories restored. And that's basically that's the memory. Like Sora gets put to sleep in the Castle Oblivion, and then we get into motherfucking not Burst 2. 365 over 2 days. Or 358 over 6 days. Bless you! Yeah, it is 358 over 2 days. So 358 over 2 days takes place after Riku and Mickey have escaped from the Dark World, and takes place while Sora is asleep, and takes place when Roxas is found as Sora's nobody, and takes place when Shion, who is also who is Kyrie's nobody, but they try to use the Keyblade like Sora, which ends up almost turning her into Sora, which is just crazy lazy. Freaking, and then Axel, and then Riku, who is, I was thinking Riku's trying to get stronger than this, so he's just like a blindfold. But I never played Riku over 2 days, but my understanding is they get found, and Shion, like, Roxas gets found first, and a little bit later, Shion gets found, Roxas becomes friends with Axel, and he becomes part of the Organization 13, and he is member of the 13. He can use Keyblade, so he's really important to their goal, because they've been wanting Sora because they need somebody who can use a Keyblade to open it, because nobody in the organization can use a Keyblade. Xehanort can use a Keyblade, but Xehanort's currently like indisposed at the time inside Terra, so he can't do anything. So they need somebody with a Keyblade, aka Riku and or Sora or Roxas or Shion, so they can open Kingdom Hearts and open the doors to the worlds. They get pushed real hard in that one, especially Shion, and it pushes her to the point where she almost breaks. And barely only does it because of Axel and Roxas, but in the end, still actually ends up does because she doesn't want to be alive anymore. So she gets beaten by Roxas, who then cries a little bitch. And after he beats her, he gains the ability to use the Keyblade, the old Keeper, and Oblivion. And he is the first man to come clean smooth with dual wield. So clean smooth. And he goes on basically a rampage through the Organization 13 world, which I don't remember. The world that never was? Yeah, the world that never was. And there he meets Riku. And Riku fights him with his blindfold on. And Riku gets his ass beat because Roxas is the fucking copy of Sora's skills with just Princess's looks. And Sora or Riku's all like, "Why can't I beat you? Cry, 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 cry." And Roxas says, "Shut up, stop whining." It's great. And then Roxas goes on to fight, I think, Ansem, but ends up winning or losing and then getting put to sleep. And gets put into a digital world of these are world reverse town. So I've been wrong all the time. So Twilight Town was the name of Radiant Garden before it got turned back into Radiant Garden. Traverse Town is where Hayner, Pence, and Alette are, and that's what the digital world that Roxas gets sent to. And that's where we pick up in Kingdom Hearts 2, which the Kingdom Hearts 2 is, because I'm skipping Kingdom Hearts 3DS. Kingdom Hearts 2 starts off with Roxas chillaxing with Hayner, Pence, and Olette. But he's in a dream and he falls down to this glass, and the glass is Sora, but it's a kid Sora, and it's been like 2-3 years, and he goes through the same trials of like shield, attack, or magic. And then he also ends up fighting the gigantic ass fucking Heartless again. And, you know, beat his ass, but the cinematics are way cooler in the fucking game, so it's dope as shit. And then he wakes up from his dream, and you're in Traverse Town. And you're going around Traverse Town, doing cool ass shit. I think the guy
Traverse Town shit.
Yeah, you're in Traverse Town shit. You know how it is, man. Big chill over there. And you start having these weird flashbacks and shit. You start seeing the stuff happening around. Like nobody's and stuff. And then, so you decide to like fight them, and then the keyblade automatically appears in your hand, and you're like, oh, easy, dude. Wow, man. So you're fighting them, and you're trying to find the source of them. When you end up like following the source of them to this mansion, I'm skipping over the entire chilling and doing all that shit with the hair, Pence, and all that, because it was boring as fuck. Except for the struggle battles, those are fun. But you go to the mansion and you find a bunch of shit there. Like you find a lab, and you find, I think you find Numb, but you don't like go too deep into it. Yeah, you leave and you go do some other shit. And then the town gets overrun with nobodies, and so you go back to the castle, and you go into the computer room, and you transfer. Oh wait, no. You no. You smash the computer. You smash the computer that's there, that links to the other to the non-digital world after you leave. And you go into this little side room, and Roxas has come to a fruition through all his flashbacks that he is the nobody of Sora. And before you actually get to Sora, you end up meeting Axel, and Axel's like, "You don't come on, man. You gotta know who I am." Because Axel was your best friend in a 3-5 over 2 days. But Roxas can't remember. So Axel's just like, "You know what? I'll make you remember." And Roxas is just like, "All right, bitch." And all of a sudden, Axel like makes the entire room covered by flames, and then Roxas just goes, just pulls out Oathkeeper out of fucking nowhere, and then just does this, pulls out fucking Oblivion out of nowhere, fucking does the fucking infinite troll shit, smacks them together, pulls them back down, and it's just like, "Let's go, bitch!" He didn't say those words, but that's how it felt. That's how I felt.
That's how I felt.
So, beat Axel's ass for the rest of his fucking life, and then went and found Sora, and I'm pretty sure the words he said were, "It's your turn now." And then some other shit. And then he pretty much just go back into Sora's body. And then Sora like wakes up and like his clothes are too small for him and shit. And he goes to Yin-Sid, who is the Disney guy. And gets new clothes that are viewed powers, dope ass powers. Powers that actually allow you to harness some valor, wisdom, valor, wisdom. I don't know if the blue one's called magic. But it's valor, magic, wisdom, and then vital. And then so valor was like a red form, like Sora acted like he was on crack. He moved real fast and real jittery and shit. Like he would like stay like this, and he would like always be like ready to fucking go. And then in the magic form, he slid around on like little magic trails that he like were underneath his feet, and he like shot magic instead of like swinging his sword. Oh, and also in valor form, Sora used 2 keyblades instead of just 1. And then in the magic form, he used 1 keyblade, but he shot like magic out of it instead of actually doing close range stuff. And then in wisdom form, he did magic and in wisdom form, he did magic and attacks. So he had 1 keyblade in front of him that he would like hold his hand, and he had 1 keyblade behind him that he had like that he wasn't holding. It was just like levitating up like in front of his hand, just like twirling like this. Just like it would twirl and it would sit, and then it would twirl and it would sit. And he was just sitting there, just not touching it. It was just twirling. He'd just be like, "All right." And that was his magic keyblade. This is what he used for magic. And then I don't remember how you do it exactly, but final form was silver. Because Valor was red, magic was blue, wisdom was yellow, and then final form was silver. And in final form, Sora used attacks and magic on both keyblades at the same time. Boy was decked out in shiny ass silver and black. And get this shit, he fucking floated. He no longer touched the ground, dog. Like when he like just stood there, he stood there like this, kind of like this, kind of like scowling at you, and he's just floating, and the keyblade, both his keyblades are just behind his back, like crossed, just sitting.
That's how you know you're a master.
And fucking like every time he attacks, like he doesn't like.
That's how you know you're a G.
Bro, fucking so G. And every time he fucking attacks, he doesn't like reach behind him and like grab the keyblades. Nigga just like swings his arm and the keyblade just goes there. He just fucking just starts swinging his arms, and he can like call in other blades and shit. And he can like twirl them and fucking around him and shit, and like call in like fucking I can only call it like keyblade light orbital strikes. Like that's exactly what it fucking looked like. And it's so fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then
That shit.
Sora's strongest but most double-edged form was an anti-form, which is the form that his clothes gave him because he took out his heart and they allowed him to tap into that power of him becoming a heartless at one time. In this form, or at least in the Kingdom Hearts 2 version of the form, because Sora had never done it before, so he was fresh on it. Sora turns completely black. You can't even see his clothes. He turns completely fucking black. He is covered by the same like aura that the Heartless are, but it's like stronger and like I guess more pungent, like deeper and darker, more like kind of like dark purplish than more like black, like void purple. His eyes are just like gigantic fucking yellow Heartless eyes, but like not like Vanitas or like the other guys I was showing you. Like literally just like say that this entire thing was your eye. This entire thing was just your eye. No cell or nothing. Just all of this entire blueness was your eye. And then make it yellow. And then just take two of them, just put them in Sora's fucking face. Those were his eyes become.
Jesus.
And he no longer also no longer stands up. He's on all fours. He uses his hands to fight. He no longer uses his keyblade to fight. He uses his hands and his feet to fight now. And he fights by slashing, kicking, and punching in rapid successions while zooming and flying like between quick points while vanishing as well. And dude, anti-form is just the shit, man. I'll show you a quick picture.
Your boys in here making fucking face designing. No, probably not the best face design. I can probably put some security in there and make it a little good. I just like to make bases that people can break into after I'm done building them and fucking with people.
Bases that we can break into, just see if they're willing to take the risk.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. They get it and they get a bunch of shit sometimes.
Trying to find a good picture of it. I had to choose Gortron or anti-form. You know how to click the HD button? I didn't think about that. I didn't want to do that, so.
Just fucking barely. Oh, dude, I can actually put something in there. Oh,
You're putting the stuff places?
just putting some type of things,
No. Man, he wants the Jitty status. Oh, you know what you put there?
Put a little garage.
Difficult fucking thing. It was really hard to find. You know, it's like. fireplace trying to get the whole fucking place. It's a black sword. Silver here, that's what he calls it. You guys would not believe how hard it is to find a decent picture of sword in this anti-form. It's damn near impossible. It's supposed to be HD. Well, this is basically that as this.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
A sword.
Yeah.
And then in Kingdom Hearts 3, he gets the. They also had an anti-form there as well, and he used the Keyblade. But anyway, so yeah. Goes against Sid, gets the suit, gives him all that shit in anti-form, and then goes on a journey to find Riku and Kairi. Same shit, different day. Goes to all the same worlds he'd already been to because they're plunged in darkness again. Helps him out. Fucking come to terms with Roxas and Naminé as well. Ends up in the world that never was again and has to fight Burnish 13 but they're trying to resurrect or bring fucking Kingdom Hearts to the fucking shit again. But this time it's not Ansem or Xehanort, it's Xehanort's nobody, motherfucking Zimbalist. So he's trying to get Kingdom Hearts. So, Riku looks like fucking Ansem also, for some reason. He gives into his darkness and light power himself up and he ends up looking like Ansem. But he gets turned back in the end. And dude looks dope. But yeah, he goes a little bit of the woods, end up finding Riku and Kairi there. Y'all team up to fight the restoration 13 members and Zenitsu goes through like 3 different fucking 3 or 4 different fucking transformations. You fight him like 4 times before he dies. Like it's crazy. And after you beat him, you guys fall down. Well, no. After you beat him the first time, everybody leaves, and then Roxas and Naminé kind of have a coming together, like in ethereal mode. Then, as Sora and Riku are trying to leave, Zenith, they did pop back up in a Giganto thing, having like a Lord Kingdom Hearts or something. He did something weird. But he was a gigantic weird thing. Beat his ass in 0 gravity. Always cool. Always cool. And then you have to fight him again. But he's got this dope ass. Like so, all of his members all had like black cloaks. The Zenitsu you fight at the end of the game has this dope ass white and black cloak like that. I'm totally wearing that shit out in public. Yeah, shit was fire. Oh, there's a hoodie too. Ooh. It's. Oh, so stupid.
What else?
Here.
Okay, go up and see that. Yeah.
What about was White Black Cloak was $7 million.
Yeah.
No cash money.
Here's the white and black cloak, you motherfuckers. See that video. There it is.
Let's see if we can. 1080p, so we should be able to. Yeah.
There's a white and black cloak. Also, like right back beside his regular cloak as well. So yeah, should look nice though.
I put that on, I put that on the hoodie.
Yeah.
I saw a hoodie, so sorry.
How do you even wear this?
But they beat him in White and Black Cloak mode, which was his ultimate form. Aside from his gigantic form, which apparently was weaker. And then they get lost in the darkness world. And they're there for a while. And then all of a sudden the door opens up to the world of the light again. And they appear in the fucking sky. And they just fall hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fucking feet. Holy mile. No, that's not accurate.
That sounds inaccurate.
But like at least 2 miles, 2-3 miles they probably fell. Just into the water, but like they don't even like the funny thing is like they don't like they swim up, but the water didn't even seem that deep. They didn't swim that far. So as far as they fell, they should have hit ground and died for sure. But that's the end of King Rush 2. They're not nice as shit. There's a little tidbit at the end of it where there's a message from the bottom from the king, and then they're like, "Oh, come to the castle," and that's where 3DS. It's Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance. And it wasn't a bad game. Long story. Fight shit. I played it. It was good. It was way better than fucking. But after that is Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 starts out with Sora and Riku doing the marker mastery exam. Riku passes, Sora fails, tall tales. Somehow... Oh. Sora lost his powers in Dream Drop Distance, so in Kingdom Hearts 3 he don't have the ones he had. So if you played Kingdom Hearts 2 and then didn't play Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and then just jumped into Kingdom Hearts 3, you wouldn't know why he didn't have his powers. So you wouldn't know. Which is well, they ended up getting them all on one platform with the remix. And all the remixes have 3 games. One had Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts. Dream Drop. Did it? Or no, 358 in 2 days. The first one had Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and had to let the story for 358 over 2 days. Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Distance. The wait. There you go. So Kingdom Hearts 1 had Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts That's just Final Mix? No, it's not. Okay, so you got Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days remastered to the max, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain Memories. Then you got Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and then Kingdom Hearts Recoded. That's what it was. Kingdom Hearts Recoded, remastered cinematics. And then Kingdom Hearts 2.8 had Kingdom Hearts 2.8, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, and then whatever the fuck else it had in it. Wait. Oh, so it was Dream Drop Distance, the 2.8 prologue with Aqua, and then just a cinematic that was like all new. See, Kingdom Hearts 3, you are with Donald and Goofy, and you're setting off basically to like regain your powers you lost all of them. And Riku goes off to do his own thing. He's cool. You are going to train up to stop Xehanort, which. But anyway, you go and you are looking for the Lost Lights, which is Aqua, Roxas, Ventus, Renee, and Terra. Let's see. And because you're going to need their help to beat Xehanort, you go find their asses, you reunite them, you get them to have a smooch match and be like, oh, I love you so much. And then you're like, alright guys, well, let's gear up. Let's go straight to the battle. Let's go fight. And you do. You just go right into the fucking fight. You just go battle, and you're fighting all the Organization 13 members, and like fucking Shion reappears, and Axel and Roxas, Axel and Roxas have to fight Shion, and that shit was heavy. And then everyone has to fight like a loved one. But all that shit happens, and then you come up on where Xehanort is, but he's called forth like a huge cream plethora of the Shadow Heartless, and they're in a gigantic like heartless tornado. And you're thinking, man, I just beat all those planets and shit, did all this gummy fighting just to get fucked by this shit? Well, the answer was fucking yes, because that's exactly what fucking happens. You get killed, you die. Like, everyone dies. Everyone loses. It's crazy as shit. They all lose. And then all of a sudden you get taken and you're showed this weird, I'm guessing, can only be described as something from fantasy looking creature. And it's like, hey man, my name's so-and-so, I'm here with such and such, I'm ancient as fuck and good as shit. You gotta find all the fragments of yourself so you can go back and find. So you do that, that's a good hour for them to find the fragments of yourself. You do that, you go, and you fucking get out that world, you go back in time to where the tornado just what the fuck everybody. You stop it, you change the outcome, you beat the tornado, everybody's together, and then Xehanort fucking bounces, bro. He's like, you know what? I'm going to my home world. And you're just like, oh, okay.
Oh.
In Xehanort's home world, that shit's like a fucking utopia, but just empty. It doesn't even look, it's not even taken by darkness, it just is empty as fuck. You go there, and you start fighting him with his Keyblade. You're finally fighting Xehanort himself for the first time and ever. Besides in fucking Birth by Sleep. Yes, besides Birth by Sleep. And maybe Thief by Number 2 Days, but no confirms.
No.
And he's got his armor and shit. He's doing all this wacky stuff. He's got his Keyblades and shit. And, you know, sword, so you're gonna fucking win. You use the power of light to beat his shit ass power of darkness, and then you just 15 years or more. 15 years culminates into, you know what? It wasn't worth it. And that's not even what was said. That's just what was on the dick they slapped me in the face with.
Damn.
Cause
I'm assuming you didn't like Kingdom Hearts 3.
I loved the gameplay. The story wasn't even that bad, but just the ending. The ending was shit. Like, I've been thinking about getting the DLC, and I'm not getting that music. There's a Kingdom Hearts musical game that came out, and it's like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, you know, the musical parts in the Kingdom Hearts game?
Yeah.
It's just all that.
It sounds
That's just like, why?
Who wants to do that?
It's just like, why?
What's the demographic there?
Bitches? I don't know, dude. Pussy? I don't know.
Like, are they trying to get it?
No. They're playing that game is probably getting it unless they already have a girlfriend. Even then, they might lose it over that game. What are you doing? Oh, I'll play Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that's cool. Which one? The musical one? I want to go find someone with an actual penis.
Damn. See it's how it goes. You know what? Fuck it.
I feel very strongly about
I'm
that.
just...
Are you ever going to place that wall?
No, dude, if I do it, I can't get out.
Well, then why do you keep acting like you're going to place it?
Because I want to, dude. But I want to tell you something.
Why don't you just build around it? And then, like slant it or something. And, like, make your own, like, you can build a wall out of it. With, like, a little pathway and shit. You, like, make that other wall better or something. Because that wall right there is... But, yeah. The wall right there, yeah, it's suggesting is bad, apparently. That is my take on Kingdom Hearts series. That's what it is. It's just...
In that time, we found and scouted a location and built an entirely reinforced base in Rust.
And it's just damn near about mainstream time, so we got till 2:30. Hot damn, it's 2:04.
Damn
I
right.
talked that entire fucking time. So that's that's how I feel about Kingdom Hearts, and that's my take on Kingdom Hearts storyline simplified. Plain.
The planes.
Diplomacy.
The planes.
Maybe if you build a wall off of that wall. To your right. Can you build a wall off that wall?
I can't replace this fish. Look at this. This just has no spot. Alright.
Oh, that's giving me an idea. I can't tell this guy's good enough. Good degrees Celsius.
This stuff. hard one. I want this to really good. But I can't. I don't even know where the fuck I would be over there. What's this? I don't need that.
Yeah, look at that random tower. Where's the garden? Your mom.
I forgot I came to here.
And you picked a terrible place to build.
No, I picked a great place to build, that means.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it means very selective.
Why's that good for you?
Huh?
I'm not good for
Because my house is already built.
Oh, okay. As long as we go near you.
Just so good.
Cards, maybe?
Alright, I gotta go to bed. I've been paying attention to the specific area. Ah, la, 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 la.
Dude, this shit's been.
Oh, is that what you were hearing?
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, that's not what I was hearing.
ah,
That's just what's going on in the game.
ah.
That's what you've been missing out on.
I feel sorry for you.
This is the shit part.
Strawberries, no, why would you no? Why do you always do these things? You just pick two babies, they loves you. Squeak. Squeak. This is basically like, it's gonna go squeak. Squeak. Ow! You wanna see who Superman is?
You know what?
How?
I didn't get that at all.
I can have no sympathy for fuck niggas. All this shit I seen to make my blood thicken. Spill it.
something up there. Large present. What's in that large? A handgun.
Oh, that's a present.
Target. Yeah, I can't fucking put this target here.
Let's build a foundation anywhere. You know what you do? You should just like, are you on the cliff?
I'm gonna have fun with it.
You're on the cliff.
Yeah, here. There's another boulder.
Just make, if you can, just make it entire small of the cliff.
I did try to, but I can see what they do about making it a bit wider. And now I'm just gonna do shit like this.
Kill the chunks.
Huh?
Kill the chunks. Chungies. You want to put those up? Oh, you can't spell basic though.
No, yeah.
Oh, I like that you can never find the angle first guy.
That's the best part. Then you'll be hearing someone out there and be like, have trouble.
You hear them down the keyboard? Remember all the clothes you had?
Hmm?
Remember all the clothes you had?
Oh, they're just scattered around.
Where's your pants in there? Your full body suit. What? Now you're 3D research.
Two of these to waste.
Does the box appear inside?
No. No, not at all.
Makes sense. Well,
Airplane. Two airplanes gonna fly ahead. Above.
I'll drop this in too.
Yeah, it does. That's some power attention. Attention.
Oh, that's cool.
That we
There you go.
other fucking.
Loads of like he's been firing good old,
Like speeder. -1 floor elevator.
Where? You see, bro? More than 4 me.
It just goes right there. Yeah, I'll go up here. Looks like it, but I think there's a fire underneath it, the floor down. I hit cameras up and like watch them,
Nice.
and I can also watch them like remotely.
Oh, clean. Oh, wonderful.
Like yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to figure out where to put everything.
19% right there, predators. You land on top there?
On top of where?
Where you are?
I mean, maybe.
Or if you throw them more in the middle.
I probably need to shift around more.
Right there in the perfect.
Yeah.
Right
Bad.
back.
I want it to land this way.
Right there. You're about a little bit right where you are.
One might.
I think they both are. One might land a little bit behind you.
I don't think they both could land here. One might. They could both one to land. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, they're both landing
They
there.
could land on top
Top
of
to
my
the
roof.
top. Can you get up there?
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada swoon. God,
Fucking idiot.
what a place. Oh, this is pretty. It's gonna barely catch it. Oh,
In my port though.
and that one's in your fort too?
Nope.
No, no, no. Oh, bleeding, no more. First fence. Or no.
Sorry. No.
What was that over there?
It's a rock.
I'll leave behind.
Yeah, it's a VIP status shit.
Or just please. Container does not accept player.
Damn right. It's cool. I have 5 more of those.
Why can't you build your base?
Huh?
Up here. On the tip of this rock.
Yeah, it's the most high quality metal you can get in the game too. It really discourages people. I mean, turns, automated turns all throughout this thing.
Oh yeah, I had to endure it. She got 5 more of those that beat too.
Like 19 motherfuckers.
Rockets!
Jesus, there's so many fucking these heartbeat sensors. Oh, hell yeah, dude. My favorite shit.
You crouch and just hide you.
Just be a fucking box, dude.
Hell yeah, dog.
Because I'm literally in the ground right now.
How do you know what how do you know what you look like outside though? Like,
You just do. You have to trust that that's what you look like. That box out there.
no, but like how do you know like what angle you're at or like if you're like crooked or
You can be crooked there because there are these boxes that are like all over the fucking place.
oh okay. Dope. What's this stuff?
Huh? Stand up?
Are you places in it? Ooh, right button. Oh, you're done.
Movie kitty. Oh shit. No. You know what I just got?
Or, doctor, dude, make your spot. Put it right on top of your bitch.
Well, they put a land that bitch on top of here. And then use that to get a fucking fly everywhere.
Hey, so land it on top of your roof, and then build platforms up over it so people can't see it. Like make your roof taller.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that. You might as well just let people see it.
Well, how high?
It's getting dropped in.
Should you make it too high?
You just nuke that shit in.
Can you make it too high?
Oh my god, is it for me? Oh god, didn't see me. And to answer your question,
Yeah, at some point you can. It would just stop. Oh, here it comes.
Well, so that one right there is one wall high. But if you get 2 walls high, you just build.
It would just it'd be a weird logistically try to land in there.
Yeah, mine
Every
did.
time.
Just like have like there's like a little hole.
It'd be very nice. See enough to get them
Oh shit! I didn't even be out here.
this house is good.
Man, that parachute can definitely open sooner. Oh, what's this?
There's the rocket launcher. See, that's the spot I was gonna land because I made it for it.
Mhm.
Bunch of different houses nearby.
Yeah, it's fine, I'll blow it up.
I should. Hard to blow it all the way up. You either just break in and gut it.
Right.
Because then nobody can really build around it anyways.
If you want.
You have to after your, I just want to figure you have to.
But you could totally just build walls up and then just build like a ladder going up. Right after the wall. Sounds great up. Sounds great up.
15-minute properly going, an explosives crate will unlock.
Huh? What though?
If we can fly there.
We should go to
Up first? I'm not gonna build it all the way around. I'll just do that.
okay. What's that? Oh, what? Comfort 75. Go away from the wind.
It's because I think it's where the fireplace is.
You could easily just go to a staircase or whatever from inside.
No damage. Okay, not command side.
I feel like those one of those hatch things you had.
You can't put them there. You gotta destroy them. Yeah, and that's the highest quality. That'll take me legit shit.
We'll load that motherfucker up.
We'll go to the goddamn gun.
Oh. Them legs.
It's capable of being.
Are you building privilege?
Shit here.
Got game up.
we can actually teleport. If it gets really weird, we can just teleport on.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Was there else what you get?
Huh?
Was there else what you get?
Anything else? There might be, but I don't.
Just chill.
Someone breaking into somebody's home. Right down there. You got stone and sheet metal in a place called fucking Uber. You're not gonna do well. Especially with me, I'm thinking about breaking into that dude's place. If you ain't got shit, dude, then I can fucking like break in and fucking steal it all. Cause it's gotta have something to be able to make all that. Notice how everyone else makes bases like on top of these two. It's in the best spot.
Alright, I see.
You gotta be like people like me who use helicopters all the goddamn time. I got 6 minutes. Closer to 6 minutes.
You can could have lit the best one they blow if it was. That's the left.
The shots to the left?
Something like.
Usually it sounds like it's to the left. Nah, it might not be. It's just the way that explosion goes, it could be anywhere at this point. We have to look for an explosion. Someone's horse. Someone's blowing shit. So look at that. I'm not the only person who does shit like that.
Wait, what?
Blow
Oh,
around.
yeah. What is it? Like marking territory or something?
Is that somebody?
Where's this at? Where's this at?
6 minutes.
Still?
No, now there's 6 minutes. Don't do that.
035.
That dude's gotta have some shit, man. That's a full metal base. On top of it, he's got fucking package grabbers. Places like that is meant to grab those airdrops.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to take lift up hard. Regenerators, Jesus. Let's say 3 minutes soon. That'll be the best spot. I'm thinking by 2:45. It'll be done. 2:44.
Dark.
Who on right now?
And let's Cleveland Union.
Well, I don't know. Back there. I don't know. Yeah. See.
He's gonna come to wrap up 8 cheeks.
He still did raid and got huge profit. Did he?
Wow, bro. Can't believe you just.
Dude, when Lucifer comes up and it's like, hey man, I just did a nice ass raid. Got a huge fucking profit. You're not gonna be like,
I mean, you
that
said
fucking
hell yeah.
sucks,
So.
That sucks, sir. Maybe you should go to fucking church.
He obviously was with what you said. She said hell
Damn
yeah.
right he was. I knew he was afraid. He prayed all the time.
Fighting.
Dog, you forget I'm active in this community. 3 minutes. I'm not gonna fight you.
You ever seen abuse online?
Huh?
Was that an abuse? Never seen abuse online.
Dude,
Cause he was about to.
is that your shell chocolate?
No,
Okay, good.
no, check that shot chocolate.
You know what shell chocolate is?
Yeah, no, it's shot chocolate.
What is it?
Fucking ice cream.
Okay, good.
There's the
It's not yours, what you're telling me.
dumb bitch.
Only 5 people on right now?
There's the chocolate
It says
sample
14.
with the nougat. That's good. Fuck. Let me tell you, that shit's fucking weird.
This better have what we want.
It is locked.
It's. You're right.
We got
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
I do this lit. I could take at least 3 shots right now.
And not just go down.
Yeah, like, and I could and like get down and then turn around like and then like destroy him and then pull the sidearm out. Fucking grab this and then be like, whoa!
Skirt off,
And
back
it's
to base.
gone. You've been rewarded metal fragments. Nice. Give that one a look. I think I not 6.
Come on. Come on.
I'm just happy we got to put right there.
What's on shadows? Oh, okay, it's okay.
Guess.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Man, minutes sure are long.
Oh yeah, dude. They're fucking awful in this game. Especially because at any point in time someone could just jump out and murder you.
Well, it's only 2:42. It's probably gonna open to 2:45.
244. 243. I haven't gone off of that time. The 244, you 245 your time. But you're right. I wonder if you had
Push. Oh, that. Oh.
grab helicopter, the big one. That's lit. That's how you make those with those. And now we have those, which do just as much damage. But
Out of bounds. US bird shot status.
successful start to this base.
Oh yeah. Alice is something.
Probably elite, get warm, you know.
Oh, my favorite.
There we go. Should have just stayed there with like this bitch, just like chilling nearby with the box on.
That'd have been pretty funny, low key.
Oh, is there a generator? Oh, fuck yeah. Now we got power.
Hey, you generators.
No. A generator. This was the actual one. This was generating power.
Oh.
Hook that bitch up and I can just plug up 100 watts of power in the house. Oh, shut up. Now, next time we're just gonna have to use the scrap helicopter. Because they decay.
Oh, they do?
Extinguished fire.
Boom. Get it, Connor.
So,
Alright, well, I guess we'll see you guys next time we see you. Whether it be tomorrow, the next day, or just next week at our regularly scheduled time. Wednesdays at midnight are our normal times, and we definitely are going to try to, we'll always make those times, but
always, easily. Actually.
yeah, but we're going to try to be a little bit more active, but life's a little bit more demanding right now, so.
For sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna let life be demanding and kind of go with the flow, but try to keep at least maintaining one stream per week. So we'll stay in there with you, and you guys stay frosty.